I am extremely sorry for the angles because I do not have a tripod right now. I left my tripod back at home, so I'll just have to place my phone at like a certain angle, like flat. And sometimes I use this like like a makeshift tripod. It looks pathetic and it's very sad, but then that's for another day. Anyway, Merry Christmas, guys. It's Christmas morning. Actually, it's Christmas afternoon. I know it's kind of too late, but anyways, welcome back. I think I'm going to use that as my, I don't know,
Punchline?
a
Tagline?
So, let's do a little recap. We talked a lot about books, getting productive, and washing clothes in the last video, yeah? So, what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about, yes, that's right. I don't know if you guys. Oh my god! Okay, yes, editing was Sundara here. The reason why I sound really pissed is because by that point I was already taking a video for about like 3 hours, I guess. So I was tired and annoyed and just it was just too much for me. I looked a little alarming. So I had to like come out here and be like, yo, like I'm okay. I'm not usually that bad. I mean I could be, I don't know. I'll see you guys back in the video again. Okay. I'm not angry. So what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about washing clothes yet again because I've kind of gotten attached to her, like like attached. I've even named her. Her name's Amala, guys. Amala meet guys meet Amala. Also, FYI, Amala actually means
Pure and like clean?
which she will be. Okay, like she's gonna take some time, but the recovery is happening. Okay, it's happening and it will happen, no doubt. Okay, Amala's gonna get fixed. Like she's gonna go back into my cupboard. Yeah. Besides that, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, okay. Besides that, this isn't even the main aspect of the video. The main aspect is that I'm going to be talking about the books that I'll be reading for January. So this is going to be my January TBR list, which is to be read list. So hop on. I mean, get yourself, I don't know, whatever snacks that you would eat and just listen to me rant, I guess. Yeah, these are the books, and I feel, oh my god, like I don't know about you guys, but then like when I hold a new book, it just feels so good. Like boyfriend who, food who, I mean no, actually never mind, food still stands. Like okay, so like my top priority is like me, then food, then perhaps my family. Books is like fifth, but it's still like, no, books is like fourth, and then comes Neha. Yeah, something like that. So let's talk about them. Okay, wait, what? Okay. So this is the first book that I'll be talking about today. It's called Truly, Madly and Deadly, which is originally a book that was published on Wattpad first, and then it got like physically published. The thing is, my beginning was on Wattpad. Okay, so like as I said, I got attached to Amala. Like, what makes you think I wouldn't get attached to Wattpad? So I was like, I need books which are like published from Wattpad. So I got it. I actually have a few more other books that are originally published by Wattpad. They're back home, but then like I wanted like a physical copy with me here. So I got this one. And besides, like whenever I feel too lost, I kind of like trace back to the beginning, and like Wattpad is literally the beginning for me. Again, this is YA. So the story revolves around our female lead, Sawyer. She's this star athlete, straight A kid, probably one of the popular kids. And she's not even being envied for those reasons. She's being envied the most because she has a boyfriend whose name is Kevin Anderson. And I'm assuming he's also one of the popular kids. Can't relate. The thing is, Kevin dies. So he dies in an accident. And she's like, okay, that's stunning.
R.I.P. my man.
That doesn't even bother her. I mean, she's stunned. She goes back to school like any other day and she opens her locker where she finds a note that says, "You are welcome," which means the accident that Kevin died in wasn't really an accident. Someone saw what he did to her. Someone knows that Sawyer and Kevin weren't the perfect couple they seem to be. And that someone, a killer, is now shadowing Sawyer is now shadowing Sawyer's every move. that actually lessened my lifeline. I don't know. Guys, we have a yandere stalker on board. Why wouldn't we read that? In my second package, I got these two books. Let's talk about this one first because, like, will you just look at the cover? Like, oh my god, that is one hell of a pretty cover. Like, I've never seen something this pretty ever. I'm just kidding. I've seen prettier. But then, like, who are you? Who is the artist?
What the fuck is that?
I will be lying if I said I didn't get this book because of the cover. I got this book because of the cover. It looked so pretty. I was like, this is going into my book library. It's called Wilder Girls. This is about, there are these like students who are like stuck in a school and a tox hits. I feel like it's a pandemic situation and they get like stuck in this school and like they're waiting for like, yeah, they're waiting for the cure. So they're stuck, people are dying, and like nobody's allowed to get out. They're scared to get out. We have our female lead who also has a best friend. I don't know what she thought. She goes out into the woods where it all started. The female lead goes out to find her, even though all of this shit is going on. But then that's when she figures out something else is actually happening. Like, it's more like a, you know what this book gives me? This book gives me science experiment gone wrong and emergency declaration. I feel like these both put together, that's this book. I haven't read this yet. I'm getting good vibes. Actually, you guys should watch Emergency Declaration. That's a good movie. It's a Korean movie. And the next book that we'll be talking about is the second book that came in the same package, which is called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I actually wanted the one with the other cover where there's like snow and there's a house in the middle of nowhere. Like, what is more better than that for a thriller novel? The thing is, that was a hardcover and it was hella costly. Like, do you want me to sell my kidneys off to buy a book? Marriage can be murder. I beg to differ. Marriage isn't murder, marriage is suicide. Actually, you know what? Let's take it this way. Arranged marriage is suicide and love marriage is murder. I think that makes sense. Don't you think? So, we have two characters over here, the husband and wife, Adam and Amelia. They're like trying to like spend this weekend in like the Scottish Highlands. Like, there's a remote location. It's probably the perfect place for them to like, I don't know, rekindle, fix shit up. And this was supposed to be a romantic trip, which didn't go well because every couple tells white lies. Only for Adam and Amelia, the truth is far more dangerous. Is there another word for anyways? Because I feel like I'm using it way too much. The last two books that I'll be talking about are books that I got from the book fair organized by MU and team of my university. This one was got by my professor. The thing is, I'm a fourth year student. My professor was like, since you guys will all be leaving, you know what, I'll get you guys something. And what better than books? Because we had a book fair that very same day when he was talking about getting us something. I saw the book and the book was kind of damaged on the sides. That's exactly why I have like washi tapes on it. So it was damaged and I was like, I even requested the people who were like selling them. I said, could you like, you know, reduce the amount since it's already damaged? But the thing is, they were already selling the books on 10% discount. So they didn't agree to that. So my professor was like, how the book looks from outside is not going to change the content in the inside, yeah? So why don't you just get it? I said, okay, that sounds about right. So I just got it. And this book is actually about this marriage that's being held in this remote island, okay? So what happens is they get invited to this wedding and everyone's there. It's a Gucci family, guys. It's a Gucci family. And people start to die before they even cut the cake. And the killer is on loose, like any other thriller novel. It starts with a party, it will end in murder. The last book that I'll be talking about is Karen Slaughter's Silent Wife, which was highly recommended by Brianna. I've already talked about her in my last video. She is a study tuber and possibly the only YouTuber that I watch to motivate myself. Like, whenever I feel heavily down or like I want to feel productive even though I'm like rotting away in my own bed, I watch her vlogs. So That's that. And she talks about Karen Slaughter's silent wife a lot. I freaked out when I saw this book. I was like, oh, holy shit, I'm getting that. So I got it. So what happens is there's this town where like women are like getting stalked and like killed in a certain way. The case has been closed. Someone was caught as the killer and like they were put behind bars. The thing is the killings are happening again. The strategy and the way of killing is like way too similar to the first killer. So they're like, something's wrong, you know. Although the original trail has gone cold, memories have faded, witnesses have disappeared, Agent Will Trent and forensic pathologist Sarah Linton must reopen the cold case. Oh, it's a full stop. Sorry. Okay, let me read that again. Although the original trail has gone cold, memories have faded, witnesses have disappeared. Agent Will Trent and forensic pathologist Sarah Linton must reopen the cold case. But the clock is ticking and the killer is determined to find his perfect silent wife. He goes for married woman, guys. He has a taste. So these will be the 5 books that I'll be reading, and none of them, and all of them have an aspect of murder or death in them. My father watches my vlogs, and do not be too concerned. I've watched worse content. This is fine, Papa. I don't know if you guys noticed. I attempted a little bit on makeup, so since it's like Christmas, I wanted to like, doll myself up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it as much. My camera is shit. My phone camera is shit. But I mean, whatever works. Yeah. I don't know. I tried. Okay. I didn't want you guys to just assume that I would just rot in my own room on a Christmas afternoon actually. Anyways, I don't think you guys see it, but I have like a little bit of blush, eyeliner, and eyeshadow going on. I do not know. I never get the angles right. This is probably the worst angle I could take of myself. Merry Christmas again, guys. This is probably not gonna go out on the day of Christmas, but anyways, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a good holiday, and I guess Happy New Year too. Okay, hold up. I forgot to mention this. What was that? If you guys stayed until the end, thank you so much. A like would really help. And please do subscribe. Yes, bye. Again, happy holidays.